house looked perfect. Fresh paint, refinished floors, a quiet street with tall pines lining the driveway. When Angela moved in with her boyfriend and youngest son, it felt like a fresh start. Her oldest daughter, Maya, didn't live there. She stayed with her father, but she visited often enough to notice when things started to go wrong. At first, it was subtle. The upstairs rooms began to smell, not mildew, not dust, something darker, something sour and rotten, like meat left to fester in summer heat. Angela cleaned obsessively. She washed the carpets, scrubbed the walls, even replaced the air filters, but the smell always returned, especially in Maya's old room. The water in the upstairs bathroom began to stink too. It came out with a metallic tang, like rust and something else. It left a film in the sink. Angela said it was probably the pipes, but then the doors started opening. The bathroom door, the closet door, the door to Maya's room, all gently creaking open when no one was near them. Angela thought it might be drafts or faulty hinges, but Maya heard the whispers. They always started around 2 a.m. Soft, indistinct, like someone pacing in the hallway, murmuring just beneath breath. She asked her mother if she heard it, and Angela said no, but her eyes told a different story. When Maya returned for a visit a few weeks later, the house felt heavier. She stood in the doorway of her room, looking at the bed, the walls, the old stuffed animals she left behind. One caught her attention, a small stuffed hedgehog on the shelf. "I don't remember keeping that," she said. Angela didn't either, but it had been there in the original listing photo. Maya remembered it. She'd always felt strange looking at that photo, like something was sitting in the room that shouldn't have been there. That night, Maya lay in bed staring at the ceiling. Her body wouldn't move. The room was ice cold. The closet door creaked. She willed herself to turn her head, but couldn't. Her chest felt like it was being slowly crushed. After what felt like hours, her body jerked and the pressure vanished. She shut the closet, locked the door, didn't sleep again. Her younger brother, Noah, began acting out. Sweet and sensitive before, now he was angry. Easily upset, restless. He said the hallway light hurt his eyes, that he couldn't sleep unless the closet was open. He started waking up at night screaming. Then Angela's friend came to stay, a woman known to be spiritually intuitive, sensitive. As soon as she entered the house, she paused, said her ears were ringing, that the house vibrated in a way that made her stomach churn. She stayed in Maya's old room. The next morning, she came down pale and shaking. "I had a dream," she whispered. "It was all black, and then a face, red, a devil's face. It didn't talk. It pulled me into the dark." She reached up to touch her scalp. "There's a knot in my hair, a tight one, like someone tied it in my sleep. I didn't do this." Angela stepped forward, looked closely. The hair was coiled in a tight knot at the crown of her head, twisted into itself like a noose. The woman called it the condemnation knot. Shortly after the dog got sick, her head swelled. Patches of fur fell out. Antibiotics did nothing. Angela cried over the dog at night, said it was like the life was being drained out of her. Maya returned again, and this time she couldn't feel herself. She stopped reading her Bible, stopped praying. She couldn't explain why, it just didn't feel worth it. The house made her feel heavy, tired, hollow. She looked in the mirror and didn't recognize her eyes. Something was taking root in that house. Not loud, not violent, patient. It fed off the small things: faith, joy, peace. Angela started sleeping downstairs. Noah refused to sleep alone. The dog wouldn't enter Maya's room anymore, and no one, not even Angela, would touch the hedgehog. They still live there, but no one calls it home. The house, once a beacon of hope, now stands as a vessel for something dark. A sinister energy festers within its walls, feeding on their fears and silencing their joy. As the days stretch into weeks, the oppressive atmosphere within the house thickens, drowning out the laughter and warmth that once filled the space. In every creak, every whisper, the darkness watches, waiting patiently for its next moment to strike. Each member of the family carries the burden of unspoken fears, a chasm widening between them as the house continues to draw them into its cold embrace. Tension thickens like fog, suffocating their spirits and erasing their sense of belonging.